Hello and welcome, John Croner with Bullzeye Trader. Welcome to today's market and Holly update for Wednesday, March 21st. Let's get right to it. The IBB today was up 13 cents. And I just want to go over my charting system here to make you familiar with it a little bit more. On the left side, we have the daily time frame. On the right side, typically we have the 5-minute chart. And if it changes, I will let you know. The blue line here is the 50 SMA on both charts. And the orangish reddish line here is the 13 EMA. Of course, with the volume, the blue spikes are when the stock is going up and the orange are when it's going down. As you can see, we had somewhat of a choppy day here in the IBB. The SPY was down 52 cents. That 50 is going flat and we are well below it. In fact, we bounced off the 13 and pulled back from that again. So this market is in a position where it could go either way. Instead of trying to predict it, we'll let it tell us which way it's going to go. The diamonds were down 48 cents. And you can clearly see this wedge pattern forming here. It's just working itself tighter and tighter, and sooner or later it's going to have to break out one way or the other. You can see here it did go up through the 13 and pull back, but it's well below the 50. So it could be starting to roll over, but once again, we're going to find out. You just might want to be trading smaller positions throughout this time. Just don't take too much risk. It's that big loss that's going to hurt you more than anything. So let's play it safe. The Qs were down 73 cents. You can see here after gapping down, we're not able to break through that 13 again, and we're kind of between the 13 and the 50. Have an inside bar formation here. We'll see what happens. The Russell 2000 had a good day, up 91 cents. It bounced off that 13 and it's going up. So that's looking pretty good. Maybe it'll lead the way to recovery for all the markets. Let's take a look at our trade of the week, see how it's doing. And it did pull back a little bit today. You can see here it's in that 23.51 range. Inside bar formation. Once again, we got to wait for a break to one side or the other, and that'll probably determine which way it's going to go. I would think it's going to be somewhat dependent upon what the overall market does. We'll keep an eye on this. We may just start checking on it when something happens that's worth reporting. Now let's get into Holly. Holly came to the table today with 9 strategies. You can see them right here. 2 of them were short, the downward dog putting on the brakes. Everything triggered except for these 2 long strategies here, Sunrise Mover and Tailwind. Her profit today was $1.53. The risk on profit was 69 cents. You can see from the histograms that the day was quite choppy. She was doing real good and then pulled way back and then came back on strong, pulled back again. So a lot of chop. Holly did have 17 total trades making up that profit, and it was a risk off day, as you can tell here. If it was risk on, then this would be with the on up here. So it was definitely a risk off type of day. Here's the short trades for today. We had 2 trades. She lost 31 cents. As you can see right here, she got out of one because she hit her stop, and she got out of the other for profit save. Once again, there's only a few reasons why Holly gets out of a trade, and those are 2 of them. Now her long trade, she was in 15 long trades, total profit of $1.83. Her best one was this BNFT. She made 56 cents on that. $1.15 was the risk on profit. And you can see here all these other trades, how they fared. Now let's take a little better look at the charting system and what the software does for you. The swing exit is marked for you down here in case you were the type of trader that wanted to hold something over a period of several days. Now, we're quite a ways away from that, so it would take somebody that has a lot of capital and a lot of faith in this stock, which I'm not sure I would have, but Holly has picked this as the swing exit, and you can see it's probably because that's where the resistance is from this big doji candle here. We did have the engulfing bullish candle here that triggered today, so that's a good sign that it may continue to go upward. You know, if I were trading this, I would probably put my stop down here, to 23.75 mark, something like that. Now, if we look on the 5-minute chart, we can see a few more things that are highlighted here that are important. For the day trade scenario, her stop is 25.33. And once again, from our different charting, you can see here, this information is given to you when you enter the trade. The chart is marked in red, showing you where to get out. And it's marked in green, showing you what the profit target is at the $26.70. Now, what this is also showing you is this dark green color here. She was in this trade until this candle, and she was making good profit, but it started pulling back, so she got out on the profit save. Once Holly's making money, she's not going to let that good trade, that good profit turn into a loss. So she got out at 26.26. Now, the stock collected itself and it gathered and it built up a little more steam. Now, Holly does not have the ability to get back into a trade like you and I do. So this is where that man with machine comes in that we've talked about on a couple of the videos, where you have to use a little bit of common sense and your knowledge and your experience. So you might have got back in this trade somewhere in about here, and there was a little bit more that could have been made on it. But as it was, she did okay at the 56 cents. And this is just more of the charting that you see here. For example, when you would get in it, it tells you what the entry price was, your target price, where she actually got out, your profits. You'll find that the charting gives you all the information you need to know. Now, if you're starting to like some of the things you're seeing here, you might want to get educated a little bit more. And we have free webinars every day that you can get to. If you just follow this link right here, that'll be posted in the information section on the YouTube video. So you can click right on it there, or certainly you can write this down. But every Monday through Friday, we have sessions. They're usually at 5 o'clock every day. The Friday one is a different time because it's kind of a support session where you can go in and it's interactive. So we have some great webinars. We'll go into more detail on what each one is, but I attend them all the time, and they are just full of knowledge. They show you all kind of things on how this software works and what it can do for you, how it can help you make money. So that's it for today. I want to remind you, if you haven't followed our blog at bullzeyetrader.com, go ahead and do so. Like us and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, StockTwits. If you would go ahead at the bottom right of this video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. That way you won't ever miss one. So I just want to thank you, and God bless.